Hello children, as you know we are doing school from home, so first things first, everybody get your masks on. There you go, yeah, put those up on there. Oh, I know it is hard for you to talk with your mask on, but that is okay because your safety is more important than anything you have to say. So yeah, keep those masks on nice and tight, and let's go over our lesson for today. Our lesson for today is schedules. Yes, that was very helpful of you to break the adjuster off our blinds. So I have a very nice pointing stick to have you look right up here to schedule. I said, look, yeah, get your attention right up here to schedules. Yes, schedules are when I list things we have to do and the time we need to do them. This is our schedule that we're going to. No, you may not get a snack. That's not the time. We are on math right now. Math schedule. Look, snack. And no, you cannot go to the bathroom either. That is next after snack. All right, so that's okay. All right. So we got this math, then snack, then we have our. In fact, you will make it. You are not starving to death. Okay. In fact, I gave you lots of snack times. Here's a snack time, then, oh, look, you have a lunchtime and you have a second snack. That's a lot of food for you to eat, okay? So you will be fine. In fact, for second snack, look, I gave you second snack and a restroom break, and then, oh, our Zoom meeting. We cannot forget our Zoom meeting, all right? Zoom meeting, 3:40. We will not forget that again. So, if you are going to have your second snack at 3:10, 3:10, there we go, 3:10, see that second snack, 3:10, and your Zoom meeting is at 3:40 Zoom meeting. How much time do you have from your second snack and restroom break until your Zoom meeting starts so you don't miss it? Let's figure out that. How much time is it from 3:10 to 3:40? Well, let's just look on our little clock here. We have 3:10 and we want to go to 3:40. Okay, that's when the minute hand will be on the 8. So when we move the minutes, we count by what? That's right, by 5s. Good job. All right, so as we move from number to number, we're going to count by 5s. Let's see how much time does that give us? Ready? Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, there we go. We are now at 3:40 and we counted to 30. Good job. You have 30 minutes from 3:10 to 3:40. What do you mean you don't have a clock? There's clocks all over the house. Go find. Never mind. Don't get up from that table. We can do this another way. Look here. If we want to know the difference between 3:40 and 3:10, all we have to do is subtract the time between them. Okay? So we'll have 3:40 minus 3:10. 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. Look at there. 30 minutes. You did it without a clock. And it's pretty easy, right? So now you know how to do schedules, easy peasy. What do you mean you still don't understand how to do schedules? I just explained it. Okay, all right, that's right. We can do another one. We'll go over one more. You'll definitely get it this time. Okay, so let's say, oh, I know you have reading literature. At what time? 2. That's right, at 2. Now, I know you love to run around before you have to sit down and read for some time. So, let's say you want to run around for 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes. You want to run around for 45 minutes before you sit down and read. So, all right, 45 minutes before 2. What time do you need to finish your lunch by in order to have 45 minutes to run around before it's 2 o'clock? All right, let's look and see. All right, we get our little clock here. We're going to set it for 2 o'clock. There we go. 2 o'clock. All right, now we want to go back 45 minutes to see 45 minutes before 2 that we're going to be running around. And we count by what when we move the minute hand? 5. That's right. So going back 45 minutes. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. There we go. We went back 45 minutes. And we now have, what time is it? Ooh, it is 1:15. So 45 minutes before 2 is 1:15. There you go. So you need to finish lunch by then. What do you mean you still don't have a clock? That's okay. We can do this. We can do this. All right, 2. It's 2. 2 o'clock. We want 45 minutes before 2 o'clock, so we need to take away those 45 minutes from 2 to see what time we get. Now, when you're doing time and you don't have a clock and you're doing it with math, you have to remember it's not in hundreds. It's in minutes. And how many minutes are in an hour? 60. Good job. So, if we were going to change 2 o'clock to an amount we can borrow 45 from, we need to change 2 o'clock to 1, and then the minutes are 60, right? Because if we have 1 hour plus 60 minutes, that's 2 o'clock. So we're going to change it to 160, and then we can subtract our 45 from our 60, cross out the 6, turn it into a 5, give that a 1, 10 minus 5 is 5, 5 minus 4 is 1, 1:15, still 1:15 with math and with the clock. Awesome. Now you definitely understand how to use our schedule. How can you still not understand how to use a schedule? I've explained it twice with the clock and with math. And you know what? We still have other things to do. We still have vocab to do, all right? Because your vocab, that's what you're going to talk about in your Zoom meeting today. What do you mean you haven't done your vocab yet? Okay, all right, that's all right. So you have time. We're going to figure out how much time you have. If your vocab is at 12:30, 12:30, yes. And your Zoom meeting, where you're going to talk about your vocab, is at 3:40. 3:40, there you go. All right, how much time do you have from 12:30 to 3:40 to get your work done? Let's figure that out. All right, get our little clock here. We're gonna set it. Oh my goodness, we'll set it to 12:30. Do you notice that the hour hand's between the 12 and the 1, but it is 12 because it's not to the 1 yet. All right, so 12:30, and then we're going to go to 3:40. So let's add on till we get to the 3, how many hours, and we get to the 40 is how many minutes. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep track of what we're counting here. All right, so we're going 12 to 1, we'll go, that's 1 hour. Now it's 1:30, that's 2 hours, 2:30, that's 3 hours, 3:30, and we still get 10 more minutes. There you go, 3:40, so that was 3 hours and 10 minutes. That's lots of time. What do you mean you didn't do it on the clock? That's okay. You know what? You don't need a clock. You could do this one on your fingers. It's so easy. Look, 30 to 40. How many minutes is it to go from 30 to 40? 10 minutes. That's right. You just subtract your 40 from your 30. That gives you 10 minutes. Now, all we have to do is count from 12 to 3. How many hours is that? 12 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. There you go. 3 hours and 10 minutes with the clock or with your fingers. You can do it either way. That's, we still have other ways that we can do schedules too. In fact, looky here. I have been talking to your grandma. Yes, she's so excited to see you all. So this summer, right when school gets out, you're going to go visit your grandma for some time this summer. Yeah, you're going to go on an airplane so you can get there really fast. And I don't have to drive you in a car. Yeah, you're going to go in an airplane. It'll be wonderful, and you'll know how to do it because you'll know how to use an airplane schedule. Now, I have a ticket for you leaving and a ticket for you return. Yeah, you'll return. As far as I know at this point, you're returning. So, all right, I'm going to divide your tickets into two parts. All right, so this is the one where you go from Tallahassee to Omaha, and then this is the one where you come back. Now, one thing that's very important in an airplane schedule is that you know about your layovers. Now, a layover is the airplane in between, because you know what? They do not have many airplanes where you can go right from Tallahassee to Omaha, right? You have to have this Atlanta in the middle layover that you have to stop. I know it's a little confusing, but you can do this. So, if you leave from Tallahassee at 6:11, you arrive in Atlanta at 8:09, then there's this little break time. And then at 9:43 you leave Atlanta and you arrive in Omaha at 10:38. This little break time, that's when you need to go from the plane you're on to the other plane. Yes, you have to switch planes. You can't stay on the same plane. Okay, so how much time do you have to get from this plane when you arrive in Atlanta to this plane when you depart from Atlanta? So you need to know the difference between 8:09 and 9:43. All right, so 9:43 is when you're leaving. 8:09 is when you get there. All right, what's the difference between these two times? Let's just go ahead and subtract to get the difference. Okay, borrow from our 4, turn into 3. 13 minus 9 is, yes, 4. Excellent. 3 minus 0 is 3. And then we have 9 minus 8 is 1. You got it. You have 1 hour and 34 minutes to get on the next plane. So you do not want to miss that plane. No, or you will be sleeping in the airport, and that's not fun. So, yeah, 1 hour and 34 minutes to get to the next plane when you're leaving from Tallahassee. Now, when you're coming back from Omaha to Tallahassee, this time you're going to stop in St. Louis, but that's okay. You still have this layover time from 11:03 to 12:04. So, how much time does that give you to get from this plane to the next one? Let's find out. All right, 12:04 is when it's leaving. 12:04, that's right. 11:03 is when it gets there. 11:03. Once again, super easy. We're just going to find the difference by subtracting. 4 take away 3 is 1. 0. 12 minus 11. Look at there. 1 hour and 1 minute. Yeah, it's a little less time, but that's okay because you'll have already done it and you'll be a professional. You'll know exactly where to go in that humongous airport. You will not get lost. It's great, trust me. No, do not stop at any of the restaurants. You go to your gate. You only have 1 hour and 1 minute. Well, this one. No, you have to go. Okay, you have to go to your gate. Now, how many days are you going to be staying? Well, right now, I have from June 22nd to June 29th. That could be flexible. We'll see how that goes. All right, so from June 29th to the 22nd, what are you going to do to find the difference between those? Oh, I know you said subtract because we're doing a lot of that today. So you have 29 minus 22. That is 7. So you have a whole week, 7 days with Grandma, possibly more. We're not sure yet. So you will have 7 fun-filled days at least with Grandma. Now, one other thing you need to know. Do you see that this is 6 in the morning? A stands for morning. So we need to get to the airport so you can leave at 6 in the morning. What time do we have to leave the house? Well, here's the thing with airports. You have to be there an hour early because they have to check and scan and do all these other things. And then, so you have to have an hour where you're at the airport before your plane leaves. And then how long does it take us to get to the airport? It takes us 30 minutes. So that means we need to leave here an hour and a half before 6, all right? 1 hour and 30 minutes before 6. All right, we're just gonna round. We're just gonna call this 6. So what do you think? Do we need to leave at 4? At 4:30? At 5? Or at 5:30? Let's see, can we figure this out? Yes, you can, because we need to leave at the right time. All right, so if we need to leave an hour and a half before 6, here's our 6, okay? We need 1 hour before that, okay? So we're going back 1 hour, and that moves it to 5. All right, that's 1 hour before, but then we still need 30 more minutes. So we need to do 30 minutes before 5. When we do that, that's going to be, before 5 is 4, so that's going to be 4:30. Yes, you see, we need to leave the house at 4:30. What do you mean, what if you forget your watch and you can't? Okay, that's okay, because you can still do it with math. See, look here. All right, if we need to leave the house at 4:30 to be there at 6. Let's see how we can do this without a watch. All right, let's say it is 6 in the morning when the plane leaves. We want to get there an hour and a half before that. So we're going to subtract an hour and a half from 6. All right, now we're going to just count back. We can use our fingers, or we can change 6 into what? What is 6 the same as? 6 equals 560, right? Because if it's 5 o'clock and you add 60 more minutes, that becomes 6 o'clock. So we have 560 minus 130, 0, 3, 4:30. There you go. Okay, or you can just count back on your fingers. Let's go like 6, back 1 is 5, back half more than that is going to be 30, so subtract it, 4:30. You can do, yeah, we will get you there on time. Yes, you do know how to do schedules. Yeah, just go make your own schedule for the day and stick to it. No, you may not have more than 2 snacks. 2 snacks. That's it. And a restroom. Yes, please, just go make your schedule. Do it. Follow it. Get all your work in.